Welcome back to Real Hardcore Minecraft, where we use no totems, no sleeping, no auto farms, and everything must be built aesthetically. Now, a long time ago we worked on this area just behind me, but we didn't put anything in there. So today is the day I think we start chipping away and adding in some new things. And of course, the very first thing that we need is a new mode of transport. Right now, the only option to get around is of course our elytra, because walking is way too slow. It is almost impossible to walk around this place just because of how big it is. It just takes so long to get from one side all the way over there all the way back up here. Now the next best option is of course going to be horses, so we need to get a place for them to stay. So in this area, which is kind of sectioned off with this wall here, the only way in is this side. We're going to add in a nice little horse stable with a bunch of space for them to walk around and a couple of stalls for them to sleep in. Now of course I do need to fill this area in too, and I know exactly what's going to go in here, but we'll get to that part later. Now to start off with, I need to figure out how big I want this thing. So I think I'll just start placing in some logs and see what we can come up with. Okay, this is going to be like a little house thing. I'm not 100% sure what's going to be in there, but it's going to be like a 2-story thing. We're going to have some stalls coming out to the side here, which are going to be 3 blocks wide by 3. So they're not going to be huge, but each horse will get their own. We'll have them kind of moving back by 1 block each time to give it a little bit of variation. Something like this, so it's kind of angled very slightly to kind of follow the shape of the mountain. And on this side, I'm going to do the exact same thing, except they're going to be exactly straight. Kind of just like this. I think this is nice. Then we'll have like a kind of gate connected to this one. So maybe we'll go about there. So 3 blocks wide. Of course, we're going to move this path. This path has to be slightly changed. And we're going to add in some kind of fence around here. So I'm just going to add in some logs to kind of prepare where I want that to go. I've got to try and space them out nicely. I think that's pretty good. So if we have a look at that, we can kind of see how big this thing's going to be. I put in some garden behind here just to fill in the area a bit. I think that's going to be a good size. So now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and get ourselves prepared to build this thing. Because right now, a lot of our stuff is down over here. I think it might all be inside of this house, which we just very recently built. Yep, that's where I've got everything. It seems that I've got much less spruce logs than I actually thought that I had, which is not going to cut it. I think we've only got 1 stack in there. So let me grab everything, all these shulker boxes up real quick, and let's see if I can find some more. Have I got any in here? There's a creeper. Let's not have him blow up. That'll be horrible. Get out of here, man. Oh yeah, death by rosebush. Okay, there's a zombie in here. You can stay in there. Let's go over here and see what I've got in these chests. Fingers crossed I got some spruce. Alright, I got none. Oh my days. What about in this house? I'm sure I've got some spruce logs in here. You know what? The dark oak is going to be useful, so I'm going to grab that. Maybe some spruce stairs. But apart from that, I think we're all out of luck. But I guess, thankfully, the spruce farm is right next to where we're building. So I guess we can just grab some spruce from these trees over here. Not before going ahead and getting all of our shulkers down, so we're prepared to go. All of these shulker boxes are completely mixed up, so before we do anything, I need to get that fixed. So let me do a little bit of sorting.
Few moments later.
Alright, and after a lot longer than I'd like to admit, these things are finally kind of sorted, so at least we can easily find things now. It was really bad, a lot worse than I thought, but at least it's done now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and chop a bunch of these trees to get some spruce logs. And that got us about 2 stacks and a half. So already got another tree to go. So let me chop this one down and then we'll be ready to start building. I think because of how close we are to this farm, the best thing to do would be to keep coming back every now and again to farm up some more as we need it. But for now, I want to work on this main building here. So of course, we'll bring it up by another 4 blocks. All of these pillars here, so there'll be 6 of them in total, and we'll build them across just to create a nice little frame. And I'll quickly strip all of these ones just so we don't have to come up here again and do that. And we've still got quite a lot of logs left, so I'm going to go up by another whole level, just 5 blocks, and we'll connect these ones as well. And I'll just strip the ones at the bottom just so it all is kind of matching, so we can get a good look at how this is going to be kind of feeling in the area. So obviously it's just a very plain box right now, but you guys know I love getting the roofs on, and I think that really changes how things look. So let me grab up some more logs. How many do we have? I don't think I've got many. Okay, I had another pretty much 2 stacks in there. So maybe this will be enough? Potentially. But those trees should be growing soon. So fingers crossed they get going. But let's bring this up. I think the same height will be nice. So 5 blocks tall. Now these sides are only 3 by 3, where the building is 5 by 5. Okay, so this will be the one that's kind of sticking out this way. Of course, this one is straight. Just finished stripping up all of these logs right here. Okay, all of them looking the same right now. Alrighty, that's looking a little bit better. There's a little bit more shape to it now. Now, I'll do the same thing for this one. I'm just going to go ahead and build up all the logs. I think we could be pretty close to having enough, honestly. Oh, we have 40 logs left and we've only got 1 more to build, so I think we could be pretty spot on, which would be nice. Oh yeah, we have plenty left. We have 23 logs left. That is very nice. So we'll just finish up stripping these and then we can have a look at how this thing is coming together already. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. It's different. You know, we got a big building here, then some stables here, and then stables here. I don't want this stable and these stables to have the same roof. I want it to be slightly different just to make it not so boring. Now I am going to expand these by another 2. And of course, these are going to be stripped as well because, I mean, it's the only way spruce logs look good. Then I'm going to grab up some spruce slabs and chuck these bad boys on top, just like this. This is just to make sure the horses can't escape. And thankfully, I've already got a bunch of spruce fences made up. These ones are going to be gates, but for here, we'll go like this. Just make them too high. I think that's nice. Oh yeah. See, these diagonal fences, I got that mod when we made this sheep farm down here, and I really like this. It makes it a lot nicer to look at. I mean, look how easy this fence is to put in here. That would be impossible to make it look this good without that. I think that's nice. Now we just need some fence gates in here. Do we have any of those? Oh, we still have plenty of fences left. Look at that. We got 68. That's gnarly. All right, let's see. We have some sticks from when we farmed up those trees. How many fence gates does that make? Oh yeah, look at that. We only need 6. This has to be the smoothest a build has ever gone. Like, we have everything we need so far. Like, this has never happened for me. This is different. Now for the roof, obviously we've used dark oak and spruce a lot. I mean, we've got spruce and deep slate here. I don't like this roof at all. I want to fix this build eventually. And we've got the same spruce and dark oak, and then we've got spruce and deep slate here. Now, obviously around this area, it needs to be kind of similar because, you know, this whole area is one kingdom. But over there, you can see we haven't used spruce on the roof at all. I want to use dark oak, and I want to use the same kind of color I used for the previous build over there, the fishing hut, but I want to use bricks and granite. I think that'll be nice. So I'm going to need to make a bunch. We do have quite a lot of dark oak logs, stacking them. Well, not a huge amount, but we should have enough. So I'm going to start with this one here because this will obviously be the most simple. I'm just going to use dark oak slabs. We've done this design quite a few times in this world already, so I think it's a good thing to use. It's very simple, extremely simple, but I think it's nice, and I don't want to take up too much of this building here. I don't want to cover it with the roofs. So it'll go to about there, and then I think it's good to have these in here too, just so it's not so flat. So we got some spruce slabs already. Guys, this is going so well. I can't believe how easily we're putting this together. And we've not had to do really any resource gathering except a couple logs over there. That took like a minute or 2. And another good thing is we're not having to do any terraforming at all. Like, this whole area was prepared a while ago and there's still so much space to occupy. So who knows, maybe before 500 days we could add in a huge amount of buildings. I mean, only recently we only had a handful of buildings. Like, we had 4, but now we've got all those buildings over there. We've got another one starting here, and I've got 2 more builds planned for over here. Not huge ones, but you know, nice cozy ones. But this is a pretty large horse stable, I have to admit. It's taken up a lot of space. But that is the roof on this one. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's looking nice. Now, I think we do this one before we do the main roof, because I kind of already know what I'm going to do for the main roof. So I'm going to need some dark oak stairs. These ones are going to be very different to that one over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by placing a dark oak stair here, and then the roof will start on top of that, right? Just like this. Then we're going to go dark oak plank to make it 1 higher, and then like this. I think that's going to be pretty sweet. And then we'll do the exact same thing on the back side as well. Look at this, it meets up perfectly with this level here. So while I'm up here, I am missing some stairs, but we'll go and grab them. I want to quickly connect this just so I can kind of get an idea of how it's going to look. So let's jump down. We'll get ourselves some more stairs, just like that. 44 should be enough. Fingers crossed. But if I have a look at that, how does that look? Okay, the scaffolding is kind of in the way, but I think that looks really nice. I think it's obviously very different to this one, which is kind of what I want to go for. So let's do that again for the others and see how that looks once they're all in. I think it's going to look really nice. Okay, 40 stairs was definitely not enough, but another 40 should be. That should be sweet. I'm just going to keep these open. I don't know why I keep closing them. There's no reason for them to be closed right now. And let's have a look at that. Let me remove the scaffolding this time. Yeah, that looks good. Even without the spruce, I'm happy with that. That's looking pretty nice, guys. Oh my days. So the final roof to do is just the big one. So let me grab the stuff to do that and get that done so we can finally see how this place is actually gonna look. I'm gonna turn pretty much a stack, or half a stack I think it was, into dark oak planks because I'm gonna need them. I think I'll make a little bit more. Hopefully a stack and a half will be enough. So let's jump up there, and I'm gonna do a very similar thing that we've done over here twice, but we haven't done it up here, so I think it's gonna work. Okay, obviously there's just some things that I do that, you know, turn out really well, and I love to do them more, and I think it really just makes this style of roof so much better. If you guys have seen the farming village video or the most recent one where I built a fishing compound, then you know exactly what roof I'm talking about. So I'm going to build it up using just normal stairs like we usually do, but I'm going to have a little sticky outy bit at the front. So it's going to build up and it's going to crest just like this. Boom. Okay. Now, obviously you can see here, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to place in some stairs like that, then a plank like this, and then a stair again. And then this now will meet up in the middle. That plank is just to give it a little bit more height. And then boom, that is exactly like that. Okay, now if I connect these all together, we'll be left with something like this. Now, if I go in free cam, you can see it's pretty much just a roof with 3 kind of peaks. And we're of course going to connect them together using some dark oak slabs. I don't think I'm going to have enough. Oh my days, hold on a second. Look at that. We had the perfect amount. There's no way. That has never happened before. I'm always short. That was perfect. Oh my days. Look at this zombie over here just walking around. You're not supposed to be over here, mate. Get out of here. Anyway, before we were absolutely rudely interrupted while that dead guy over there, this roof is now looking pretty good. Now, if it is your first time here, you can very clearly see why I say that roofs really change a building. I mean, just look at the difference just having just the trims on this roof does. It's insanely different. Now, I did just notice over here looks a little bit funky, and thankfully we have enough dark oak stairs. I can just put in something like that. I think that will be sufficient. Yeah, that's looking good. All right. Okay, so next up, we have to go ahead and fill it all in. Okay, why did I put spruce slabs here? I literally said we're not going to be using them. So let me get rid of that because that's disgusting. All right. My build style is kind of changing a little bit. Obviously, when we started this world, it was definitely not as good as it is now. I definitely think I am improving. Obviously, if I'm not, you guys can go ahead and let me know down below that I still suck, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. All right. I'm moving on and trying to sharpen my skills a little bit and just trying to incorporate different colors because we made this on day 105, I think, or something. You can see it's very basic. We got the dark oak and the spruce. Use that here as well. I've used that over here as well. It's a reoccurring thing. I've done spruce roof over here once again, then over here again, just spruce. So I'm kind of trying to lean away from just relying so heavily on the spruce, at least the spruce for the roof. I still love the dark oak trim. I think by far it's the best looking. I just love it. And I guess previously when we did the brick roof, we did a deep slate trim on the fishing house. So I think having a little bit of brick and granite here with some dark oak is going to be a little bit different. You know, I'm excited to see how it turns out. But we have a bit of a problem. You see, this is all the bricks we have. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, this is all the bricks we have. 16. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that's going to cut it. I think we're going to need a little bit more than 16. So I think I'm gonna have to go swimming. I think that's all I can do. Wait, hold on. We can go into a lush cave, right? There's clay in lush caves, I'm pretty sure. So, okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna grab these bad boys and gonna throw these down here because we're gonna use them, okay? Then I need to go back to the base. Wait, do I have... Yeah, I do. I still have some fireworks, so we're good for now. All right, so let's go back to the base and grab up all the coal we can. Also, I haven't said it for a while. We're on day 428, okay? So we're moving steadily. I want to try and make the difference between day 400 and 500 really nice. Oh my God, look how much coal we have. I had no idea we had that much. That's crazy. Okay, 36 blocks is going to be bloody splendid, mate. All right. So let's go over to that lush cave that's way over. Oh no, I got the wrong shovel. Oh my goodness. Give me a gosh darn second. Wait a second. If you put like a clay block into a furnace, does that turn into a brick? What does this turn into? Because if we use the silk touch, that means we can smelt them quicker, right? What does this turn into? Okay, that's pathetic. Terracotta, what? Okay, you know what? Get out of here. That is so sad. Why did I think that was going to work? That was obviously not going to work. I'm sorry, guys. I'm obviously not good at this game. Okay, there's a lush cave over here. So the idea is... Oh my god. I didn't change my shovel. What am I doing? Oh man. Man, this is not good. Oh, having that just there looks really nice. Look at that. You can only just see the roof, but it just fills in so nicely and populates the area much nicer. I really like that. I do want to get some more trees into the entire thing over here too, but I think that's for another day. Anyway, let me get my actual shovel, my fortune one. Okay, now let's go back and let's see if we can find some clay. I'm pretty sure it's going to be easy. I mean, that's a bunch right there, right? Yeah, that's gravel, whatever. Okay, stop getting distracted. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can find some clay right in here. Oh my god, look at that clay right there. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. No swimming required. I'm not that much of a swimmer. Oh my goodness, look how much clay is in here. What on earth? Obviously, I've never gone clay hunting, so this is this is new to me. Now, I have another question. If I turn this into this, can I turn it back? No, I can't. Oh no. But if I place it down, I can just break it again, right? Maybe the silk touch shovel wasn't a bad idea. Okay, anyway, let's see how much clay we can grab. Considering it takes up so much space, I don't think it's going to be hard to get absolutely maxed out on clay. I definitely should have emptied my inventory first, but no, not the first time I'm going to make that mistake. It's not going to be the last, all right? Look how much clay is in here. I had no idea there was so much. Now, I've never really used bricks because I always thought it was so hard to get, but obviously that has changed somewhere along the line. There's been an update that I've missed. I've played this game for so long and I've kind of been locked in a style. I've just been a grinder. Let me quickly fill my inventory better so I can collect a bit more before we go. I'll drop the spruce leaves. They're a bit easy to come by. I have a feeling we should have enough clay, but I'm kind of enjoying getting this stuff. Okay, let me grab a little bit more. Okay, now we have a full inventory. So let's head back to the base. But yeah, like I was saying, I've played this game for so long and I was mostly a grinder. Like I just go on servers and grind. If you've ever played like the MCMMO plugin, or I just play survival and try and get as much money as I can. That's kind of how I've been playing. And when I built, it's usually in creative. So this is all still kind of new to me. Like a lot of the stuff that's changed over the updates. I remember bricks being a bit harder to come by. Like you can't just get a bunch of them. But considering how much clay was in that lush cave, it seems as though it's a little bit different now, obviously. So the plan here is to use both bricks and regular granite, which I do have a decent amount of. I think we should have enough. But the issue is smelting up all of this clay. That's going to take some time. But I think in the meantime, while we're waiting, there's no harm in getting at least the first small kind of roof done that we just kind of deleted that we made out of spruce. So let's fill this in and see how it looks. I'm going to go mostly granite with like probably 30% brick. I think that's the kind of level I'm going to look for right now. So let me fill this in and we'll see how it looks. All right, so that was very easy. And I think I like that. It's like very contrasty between the dark oak and the brick and the granite. I think it's going to work. Obviously, this roof isn't the best to look at because it's kind of flat, but we'll fix that by using some leaves. Once we get this kind of section here and the main section done, it's going to really show us how this is going to look. So hopefully it looks good. Now I'm going to need to wait till I get some more bricks. How much is done? Well, we got a decent amount done. Okay, how much can we create with this? Someone said to get a stone cutter, so I should do that with our bricks. There we go. I've finally done it. All right, I made a stone cutter. There we go, 25. That's a good deal. And I'll get some granite as well. I'll use a stone cutter. Why not? All right, so let's do... I want to do the main roof first. I need to grab a little bit more brick. So let's build all the way up, jump across. I'm going to put a brick in there and I'll put a brick here too. I think it's going to be nice having a big brick there. Then we'll go like this. Oh, I'm going to need some more. Oh my goodness. Let me jump down and I'll just grab 2 granite. Okay, let's try that again. So I'll place 1 granite there and there. Okay, now we can go ahead and fill it in. Let's go with some brick. We'll probably do the same thing. Hold on, that was messed up bad. Oh my goodness. What is going on with me today? I'm not on my game. I want about 30% brick and the rest granite. Let's have a look at that quickly. Yeah, I think that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, now I just got to fill this side in and that side in too. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I ran out of bricks, but we got most of it done. We just got this little bit to go. And I'm sure by now we have enough smelted up. So let me just double check. Oh yeah, this looks like plenty. So I'll chuck all these into the stone cutter and there we go, 20 brick stairs. That's good enough. That's at least going to get us the roof area done for this main bit, the main house. All right, beautiful. Look at that. That's looking nice. This whole house roof is done. So now, while I've still got a little bit of bricks, I'm going to go ahead and fill in a little bit of this, just obviously where I can. It's nice being able to jump up here because it's easier to get around. Beautiful, mate. Obviously, we just need some normal blocks to put in that spot. Okay, I've filled all the granite in because obviously we have an abundance of that, and I've accidentally made way too many stairs of it. So we'll chuck that back in there. I'm going to grab some normal granite blocks and I'm going to chuck these in the roof as well, just so I can at least have the granite done. Then when we've got enough bricks, we can just go and slap them in there. So obviously just the missing holes is going to be the brick. And there we go. Okay, so all the granites is placed in. So let me chuck that in here. I'm trying to keep the chests a little bit more sorted. Obviously last time we did not do that. Okay, all the coals out, so I'll chuck some more in there. Oh my goodness, it's expensive to make bricks, but that's fine because oh my, we only have 18. All of that for 18. That's wild. Okay, so I'm going to chuck the full blocks in first, and then I'm going to count how many stairs I need. We need 4 here, 7, 11, 13. So I think we only need 13. So let's not make any more than that because otherwise we're going to be wasting bricks. I should have got this stone cutter earlier. It's so much nicer. Oh, we can make decorated pots as well. That's going to be nice. So I need one more brick. Give me them bricks, my boy. Boom. Okay, so now I should be able to get enough to fill this entire roof here, and then the roof is done and we don't really need any more bricks. But look how much clay we got. Still got tons, which is bloody nice, mate. Let me fill these bad boys in. Hopefully I didn't miscount because that'll be slightly awkward. And no, perfect. Look at that. Now this roof is done too. Oh my goodness, this is coming along so nicely. I don't know what day this started. I think it's been 2 days. We're on day 429. So far so good. I'm going to kind of just keep these bricks going in the background because I know I'm definitely going to be using them again. I like them a lot. But let's have a look at that. That's looking pretty sweet. Obviously there's not much. It's just a roof and some, I guess, structure. But there's nothing else. Let me grab my bed and have a quick lay down. Boom, boom. See? Quick. That's going to clear the insomnia and then I can get rid of these cheeky buggers. Get out of here, mate. These guys are absolutely insufferable. I just realized, do I even have a saddle? I don't think I've got a saddle. How do you even get a saddle? Oh my days. This is going to be interesting. Maybe I should have thought about this beforehand because it's going to be a little bit awkward if we have this amazing horse stable, but no horses. What the hell? Okay, let's figure that part out because I don't want to make this whole horse stable just to have a stable, you know? It's not really a horse stable if there's no horse. So let's check if I do have a saddle. Maybe I don't need a saddle to bring them back. I have no idea. I know you can't craft a saddle. I know we need apples to give to the horses, so we'll grab them too. I have a bunch of apples. Maybe a lead. What if I get a lead? Yeah, we got leads. So maybe I'll just go bring some horses back and I'll figure out the saddle later. That can be a game plan. I'm pretty sure we can find them in villages. So when we go, I'm probably going to go buy a couple villages, see if I can find some. But I want to put these apples in here first, just so we have them. And the leads. Okay, so I want to use wool for the building. I don't usually use wool. So I think I'm going to need to grab some. And this would actually be the first time that I've used this sheep farm since building it. So give me all of your fur. Oh yeah, look at that. 29. Oh, a bit more. Oh, they're still eating. 41. Oh, they're still eating. Okay. Okay, we got 45. 46. Sorry. Oh my days. 48. Okay, keep eating. So I think with wool, I think quartz will go well. Oh, that was painful. Let me go ahead and grab some quartz. I know we've got a ton in our base. Well, probably not a ton, but we've got a sufficient amount. All right. I don't know how much is a sufficient amount, but sufficient enough for horse stables. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. I'll grab 2 stacks. I've got wool in here. I do. 37. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're cooking. So let's head back and we'll chuck that wool down, at least on the second floor. No, you know what? We'll do this part here first. So we'll go with a mix of quartz, just like this. Okay. This is what I'm thinking. I'm probably going to have to fill that in, to be honest. I think this will be nice. We're going to have fences in the middle. I might as well grab them as well. Might as well kick out 2 birds, 1 stone. So they're going to be the windows because they need a little bit of oxygenation. Okay, these 2 have 1 window. This one has 2. Lucky fella who gets to live there. And I think I'll go with some fences. Wait, they don't really need to be locked in there, do they? We'll go with that for now. And then there's not much space in the roof. I'm going to fill this in with the same stuff, just like that. So from the front, it looks a little bit cleaner. There we go, just like that. I'm going to fill the roof in just with some slabs. Okay, this is coming together nicely. I'll quickly swap over some bricks just to keep them going. I'll turn them into normal bricks. Okay, there we go. So now we have 51 bricks. Okay, beautiful. Now I know I'll definitely have to do the same thing over here, but I'm going to need some more wool. So let's go see if these guys have made some more for us. Hopefully. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how quick that is. That is beautiful. Give me your fur again, guys. Give it all to me. Yep. Alright, now we got 17. Look, that's not the best, but it's gonna have to do for now. Alright, so at least these have walls now, and these have walls. Now, I do need to fill this side in too. Boom. Okay, beautiful. Now, for this house, I want the top floor to have the wall, and the bottom floor to have stone, and stone bricks. So let's go ahead and fill that bottom wall in first. I'm gonna use maybe some tough bricks mixed in with the stone bricks, and some andesite. That'll be nice. So I'll just fill this floor in real quick. I'm not gonna put any doors in, just because I'm trying to make sure that this place is sealed tight so no horses can escape, because obviously I want to get them cheeky buggers over here quick, but we can't do that if they're going to just run away. Okay, there we go. This bottom floor is filled in, so let me just dig through, and I guess we can have a quick look at how that's going to be looking. And yeah, I think that's looking nice. Obviously there's no detail in here at all whatsoever, but it's coming together nicely. I do think so. So let me chuck all this stuff back in we're not going to need. Maybe I should incorporate some copper in here as well. But anyway, let's grab our apples and our leads, and let's go find ourselves some horses. And hopefully a saddle. Fingers crossed. I know there's a village over here. Let's see if there's any chests. We'll go there first. Oh, there's a chest in here. No way. The first chest we go to has a saddle. What are the odds of that? Maybe they're super common and I'm just silly, but I feel like that's pretty lucky. That was literally the very first chest that I went to. And another one. Okay. Maybe they're not as rare as I thought. That's boots. That's not what we need. I mean, I've got enough saddles. I'm not even going to bother trying to find more. Let's see if we can find horses now. Hopefully pretty close to the base, because I don't want to be taking them back for a while. Do they even spawn in savannas? Oh, there's one. Hey, buddy. You want an apple? Yes, you do. Take my apples. Is this how you do it? No? How do you tame a horse? Ow, ow. Pretty sure you just have to ride him a couple times, right? Hey, there we go. Now I put the saddle on, and now you're coming with me. So I don't actually know how to tell how fast they are, but he seems pretty fast to me. Can I get this guy as well? Come on, mate. Be my friend. Come on, please. I'll give you an apple. I swear I'll give you an apple. Please, just be my friend. Stop walking away. Oh, man. Yep, now he's my friend. Okay, now I'll put a lead on this fella. Come on. How do you tell how fast they are? I have no idea. Let me just head back. Oh, I got an egg. Nope, there's a creeper. I mean, it seems pretty fast to me. I don't know if they really get much faster or if there's a big difference. It's been a few years since I've ridden a horse in Minecraft. Is our friend still here? Yep, he is. Look at that. Can I... Okay, can we jump down here? Yeah, we can. You got my little bee farm here, and when I say little, I mean little. It's tiny. Look at us go. This is incredible. Oh, we've got some trolls on the bridge. Gonna have to take care of these guys on our way through. Get out of here. Get out of here. Adios, amigos. Can we jump up here? Yeah, we can. No, the creeper's gonna blow up my other horse. Oh, no, come on, mate. Oh, goodness. Gonna have to deal with this guy. No, I hit my horse. Oh, no. This is the worst day of my life. Okay, let's try and jump up. Yep, this guy seems faster. Yeah, I think this one's faster. He's got an extra heart, so he's definitely just better in general. Look how much easier it is to move around this place on a horse. Oh no, me lead broke and the horse is not coming. Come on, bro. Don't make this harder than it has to be. You know you want to come. Hey, what the hell? Man, is it because there's like a big gradient maybe? We're so close. Come on, man. Now I'm hoping you just breed them with apples, because I have no idea what else I could use. Oh man, let's come through here. We're going to take a little cheeky, sneaky shortcut and just jump off the roof. Please. Oh, he took it. Whatever, that's fine. Now make babies. Okay, I have no idea how to breed them. I'll find that out soon. Maybe hay or wheat. That's a problem for another day. Now we have horses in our horse stables. All right, let's try wheat. Nope, it's not wheat. That's definitely going to be a Google search, but a Google search for later. You know what? You guys can tell me how to breed horses. So the next thing is to fill in the second floor, but in order to do that, I'm definitely gonna need more wool, and in order to get more wool, I'm gonna need more wheat, and in order to get more wheat, I'm gonna need to farm this wheat. Okay, so let me quickly farm up some of this stuff. All right, this should be plenty of wheat for now, and obviously I'm gonna farm up a bunch of all the colors, because right now our sheep population is embarrassing. Okay, it is not good at all. So let me farm up a bunch of these fellas and see how many sheep we can get in here. Oh, we got the wrong color in there. Why have we got a brown one in there? Whatever, I can't be bothered dealing with that right now. All right, orange, come on, make some babies. And now the yellow ones. Oh, there's an orange one in here too. Come on, man, it can't be that hard to make the same color. Why is there a white one in here? Oh my days, They get into everything. All right, now breeding up the white boys. All right, come on, make some more babies. And I'm going to shear these guys up too because I know I definitely need some and I might as well get them going. And I'll just quickly spend some time breeding up the rest of the colors. There was something wrong with my microphone and I didn't really pick up anything. So I filled the horse stalls in with some hay, a couple cauldrons, some coarse dirt and podzol, and that's kind of really made that look a bit nicer. Now I'm going to grab up some dark oak fences and dark oak stairs and put them around here just to make these, just to add a lot of detail to the outside of these kind of stalls here. It's a common technique I use it very often and I think it looks really nice. Next up, I'm going to turn a bunch of these spruce logs into trapdoors and use stairs and slabs as well to kind of come up with like some kind of pattern here. I'm thinking something like this. It's very simple, but I think it's going to come together nicely, just like that. And then we'll go like this. So I add them like this, and then I'm going to add them all around the edge here, kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to need to move this, put that fence there. I'm going to need some more though, obviously. Boom, boom. Okay. I think that looks nice. It's definitely a little bit different. Okay, yeah, that's looking pretty nice. That's a nice little detail on the outside. Gonna need to grab some more spruce logs. So let me quickly absolutely annihilate this farm once again, and I'll see you once that's done. And just like that, we got a bunch of logs. So I can turn these cheeky buggers into some more trapdoors, and I need some more dark oak fences. So actually I'm gonna need even more spruce trapdoors. So I'll make up a couple more just like that. And now I can go ahead and do the same thing to this one over here. So I'll chuck in the dark oak first. Maybe I'll remove this, and I'm gonna need to change these to stairs just where the fences meet up. Then I'll add the trapdoors to the sides, and I think I'm going to keep this one open plan. I don't want this to be closed off. I want this one to be like a communal thing. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have a roof, except it's going to be half a block above these kind of pillars that I've put through the middle. I think that will be nice. Mate, you're gonna have to move. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think I'll add some fences here, just like that. Yeah, that's nice. And of course, we'll go trapdoor in the middle. All right, I'm happy with that. Obviously, we need to detail the floor. So I'll grab up our podzol and our coarse dirt, and we'll get all of that inserted in as well. You guys need to move, all right? Get out there. There we go. Okay, this is now detailed in a little bit. Maybe I'll add like there's definitely going to be a door there. So maybe I'll add the doors in now. So we're obviously going to use spruce doors, and I'll grab some stone stairs just for that extra added depth. We'll chuck one right in the middle here, boom, and then one right here, just for quick access to that kind of section there. Very, very nice. And now I will add the same thing in there, right up the side of the wall, just like this. Okay, that's coming together pretty well, and maybe out here as well. Let's have a look at how that looks. Okay, this is coming together pretty nicely. Very, very nicely. Look at this, guys. I do want to hang a lantern in each one of those stalls because it is very dark. Thankfully, we have 16, which should be plenty. Go boom. We'll go, oop, not there. No. In the middle. All right. And I think in these ones, I'm going to remove these trapdoors. Going to add lanterns there. Maybe to here as well. Man, these guys love being in here. I don't know why. Okay, let's quickly empty the inventory because right now it's a little bit flustered. Got a whole bunch of stuff in there. Okay, so we do need to quickly visit our sheep one more time, hopefully. Hopefully this will be the last time. Looks like there's definitely going to be enough. Thank you very much. And I guess while we're on the resource hunt, I'm going to quickly grab up some honey as well, just because I want to use some copper windows again. I really enjoy that. I like how it turned out. So give me your honey, my boys. Thank you. We definitely need to get a better beehive going because that one right there is not going to cut it. Okay, but we're back, and I need to quickly make up some quartz stairs because obviously we can't make wool stairs. That's not a thing. Oh man, I definitely should have used a stone cutter then, shouldn't I? My bad. I might as well just turn it all into quartz stairs. Whatever. And I'm going to grab up some of these copper trapdoors, and we're going to go ahead and fill in that top kind of roof there. So we'll go up, and I'm just going to add in these windows here. Boom, boom. Honey, honey. Oh, honey, honey. Boom, boom. Okay, obviously there needs to be windows here too, so let's clear this and we'll chuck in our quartz and then our copper windows, and there we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now there definitely needs to be windows on these sides as well. We can't leave these empty, especially when it's got such a gorgeous view of this main road. Oh man, what's going on? I just keep breaking things. Okay, overall I think we're coming along pretty nicely. I mean, look at this. This is looking pretty splendid considering how little detail we put in. I do want to add some shutters to these windows over here. This one will be a closed window. Oh, sorry, an open, half open window. There we go. I think that's nice. Now I've got to do that over here too. I mean, even as we're coming up along this main path, seeing that building on the side here, it's very nice. I like it. Add in some shutters right there. And then to the back right here. Oh, I haven't got any copper doors. Oh my goodness. Okay, I do need to fill in this. Let's just enter. No, we can't. I'm going to have to go through the door. Oh man. Okay, let's get ourselves a window up here. Man, I keep messing this stuff up. What's going on? And I'm definitely going to need to make up some more copper trapdoors. So we got 18. That's going to be more than enough. So I'm going to jump onto this roof and then do it like this. Boom. Oh, nope. That's not the way. Just like that. Wax, wax. That's that one done. And now finally, this one up here. Boom. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, guys. Have a look at that. In terms of horse stables, this has to be one of the most fancy ones ever. Now, using these, I'm going to kind of create some kind of pattern here. I have no idea what the pattern is going to be, but I guess we'll find that part out together. So I'm thinking something like that. I'll put on some trapdoors to round it off a little bit better, but I think this is going to be pretty nice. Maybe some here as well. I think it's nice. I think it's definitely, it's different. Now up top, we're going to have to do something even weirder. Oh no, we could probably fit it in. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to need more trapdoors. I'm just going to turn an entire stack into trapdoors. I feel like I'm always crafting them. I just never have enough. Now, how does that look? Oh, I like that. That's really nice. I really, really like that. Now I just got to do that on the other sides as well. Just got to keep it consistent. So what was it? It was this, then that, and that. Boom, 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 boom. Delete. Boom, boom, and boom, and boom. Okay. Okay. Did I forget to put... No, I'll put one there. Okay, that's good. Okay, now there's one over here as well. I think that looks so good. I love that. Just have a look at this horse stable. This has to be the biggest horse stable you've ever seen. What the hell? Since when could they climb scaffolding? My boy, what are you doing up there? Hey, get down. What on earth? I had no idea they could climb scaffolding. Does that mean you can climb scaffolding when riding a horse? Wow. Look at that. Horses can climb scaffolding. I had no idea. That's crazy. But yeah, look at this. This is turning out so nice. I love it. So now I need to add in a little bit more details because I feel like it's still a little bit boring. So what have we got? I'm going to make up some oak trapdoors because I did enjoy using that previously. You know, it's a little bit different and I think it's very nice. I want to add some green. We'll use spruce leaves and I'm going to grab some flowering azaleas and regular azaleas and I'm going to use these to kind of decorate this like this. So I'm going to go boom, boom. Hang on. Have we got spruce signs? I've got hanging signs. I'm going to make a couple regular signs. Sure, that should be enough. I'm going to go like this. Add some signs in here and of course the trapdoors and a flowering azalea. There, boom. Detail. And for here, I'll go like that and there. Move, my boy. I'll go like this. I think that looks okay. Is it too much? I don't know. You can tell me. Is it weird? I think it might be. Yeah, that's weird. Let me get rid of that. Let me change it up a little bit. Let me try again. That was looking funny. What if we went... I don't even know. What do I even do here? Maybe a trapdoor like this in front as well? Or no? Nah. You know, I think that might be okay. We don't need to go crazy. I'm going to add an oak trapdoor there. I'll put one here, one there. Ooh, hold on. We can use some stone buttons maybe. That'll be a nice little low-key detail. Let's try that out. Chuck one there. Boom. One on the andesite. Because it's a white background, the stone buttons stand out extra. So that's nice. You know, it's sweet. So how do we add in green though? I have a feeling I'm going to have to change this and make it like that with a spruce leaf like that. And maybe some spruce signs around it. Or I guess on the front. I also don't like how I can see the roof from inside here. So let me see if I can fix this. So how we can fix this is adding in stairs there and then, oh, we can't because we can't add trapdoors in. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to add a trapdoor there. I'll just put stairs there. You know, that's okay. That looks better. I mean, just adding those little details to the side really fixes this up quite a lot. Now, I do want to add them to this wall behind this roof here because you can kind of see it. So I'm just going to add in some trapdoors, maybe some green here, and of course a couple buttons. And maybe we'll make it look like there's a window here, but it's shut. Like that. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I do need to detail this. Maybe I'll go a button. I'll just go a button on each of them. There's not really much I can do in there. There's not much space. Okay, have a look at this. How does this look? I think this has turned out pretty well. I don't like this edge here. That needs to be fixed. I just noticed that then. Can I walk around here? Nope. So I guess we'll do the exact same thing we've already done. I'll add some leaves and azalea bushes like that with an oak trapdoor in front of the bottom leaf, a button, and let's say spruce there. How was that? Yes, but we do need to fix this too. So we can go like this. Oh, we have to move the button. That's nice, right? Very simple. I'm gonna need some more dark oak stairs though, because that does look funny there. Let me see if I can walk around here. Is this gonna work? Oh yeah, look at that. So I'll go and change this one to a stair and also this one to a stair. Boom. And I think that's worked out pretty well. Let's have a good old school fly and have a look and see how this looks. Yeah, this fills in this area so well. We've already got one horse kind of in the middle. Where's the other one? Here he is. He's hidden behind the wood there. Okay, so now it's time to detail this grass section and get rid of that path because it should not be in there. So first of all, let's remove this, placing regular grass blocks, and I'll add in some dirt path connecting to the front, and we'll have like little paths stretching towards like inside each of these stalls in here, just like this. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly empty my inventory because right now we're full of just a bunch of random stuff which we do not need. Okay, but now I'm gonna grab up some, oh, we don't have much podzol. Where did that go? Seriously? Oh my days. Okay, I guess I'll grab up some coarse dirt and some rooted dirt, and I'll get my silk touch shovel, and to start off with I'm gonna add in some rooted dirt along here, just close on the edge of the path. Oops, I just turned rooted dirt into dirt path. That is horrible. That is literally the worst thing that could have happened. Now I'm gonna just turn a bunch of the stuff on the edge especially into some coarse dirt, then some of it into podzol. Then I'm also gonna scatter some coarse dirt through the middle as well. There we go. Okay, so now I need to go and grab some podzol, and thankfully I have a jungle nearby, just absolutely filled to the brim of it. Look at all that. So let me fly over there and we'll grab some podzol. That should be plenty, and we'll go chuck this stuff in there as well. Man, that building really adds to the area. I love it. It's looking so good. So we'll just chuck some of this podzol in here as well, and then I think this place is really going to start looking close to being done, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, look at that. That just looks so good, guys. Now we got to add in some bone meal, and I want to add in some of these cornflowers too. So I'll start with the cornflowers, of course, and we'll just chuck in some bone meal, and I'll delete some that seems like there's too much in some spots. I don't like double ones, so I'll only have a couple of those. And there we go. Maybe some more in here. There we go. Look at this, guys. Oh man. And there's a wandering trader on top as well. So let's see what he's got. I'm gonna have to fly up there. That's kind of inconvenient. Hey buddy, nothing that I could possibly want. Get out of here. Hey, you get out of here too, mate. Look how good this has turned out. I love this, guys. This looks so awesome. Okay, these guys can't shoot. Their reach is embarrassing. Okay, but it does seem a little bit weird that there's just a building there and there's nothing in between. So let's fix that up. First of all, let me go ahead and expand our tree farm a little bit, which I'm going to need some spruce stairs for. I'll make a couple more. Also going to need some saplings as well. We'll kind of have this path stretch out a little bit further, and we'll have a wrap in here, just like that. And I guess let's just put the trees in. Okay, that is an absolutely gigantic expansion of this farm. We've added, think about 11 trees, which is huge. I think it's the second farm we ever made in this world. I think it was in the first 100 days, so it was definitely a while ago. But anyway, let's go ahead and expand some of these blocks over here like we've done. And we'll go one more right here. Boom. Okay. Next up, we got our spruce fences. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, we got leaves. Sorry. Leaves and then spruce fences. We go like this. Oh. That was just disrespectful. What on earth? That was so mean. Let me have a quick nap. Anyway, connect leaves in the middle and then fences in between that, just like this. Hell yeah, man. Now that is what I'm talking about right there, right now. God damn, look at that. Oh, these guys are still trying to shoot me in the head. What's going on? Get out of here with that stuff, man. I'm not playing no games. Chuck some lanterns on some of these fences right here. Pretty sure that's what I did. And I'm going to section this kind of farm off using some leaves, and I guess I'll do the same thing over on this side, just around this path. Then I'm going to be using a mix of all these flowers here, some sweet berry bushes, chuck them bad boys in there right now, and bone meal the hell out of the ground. I didn't know you could bone meal berry bushes. That's good to know. Pretty simple, but you know, fills in the area nicely. Just a nice little garden. And over here, let me just move all this stuff over here a little bit, just onto the road. Why not put a wheat farm in here? Just this little spot here, because What else am I going to put in there? I use wheat absolutely everywhere, and I'm not even ashamed. I'll say it proudly, right? I don't have another bucket for some reason, so I'm gonna need to grab another one of them. I need to go get some water, so I'll grab up some water. Oh my god, are we gonna die? Oh my days, oh my days. I think we were one shot away from dying then. I literally thought we were gonna die. My heart is racing. Bro, after all of this, just dying to a skeleton like that, I gotta get back on my game. That was embarrassing. Anyway, before we were almost murdered, I was talking about building a wheat farm. Got the water. We got infinite water now. So now we can go ahead and put some water in there. Just like that right now. Boom, boom. Okay, okay. Now we gonna get some water over here and some water over here. Yeah, damn. Now I'm gonna get these spruce slabs right now. Chuck them bad boys in there. Just like that. I can practically smell the wheat already. Now I'm gonna plow up all this land right here. Just like that. And now I gotta find them seeds. Do I even have seeds on me? Oh, I do. Look at that. Not enough though. Definitely not enough. So how much of this field can we fill in? Not much. Okay, so let me go grab some more wheat seeds. I know. Ooh, that was almost dead. I know I literally threw a bunch out earlier, so that's a bit embarrassing. But thankfully our wheat farm is only a firework away, so now we got plenty. We should have enough to fill in this whole farm now. Fingers crossed. I'm just gonna put normal torches on top of these slabs because I'm a little bit lazy and very poor when it comes to iron. I have no iron. All right, let's have a look at that. God damn, look at that right there. That is a beautiful wheat farm right there. I love that. Guys, this is looking bloody beautiful. All right, I'm so happy with this. This is a huge horse stable. We got space for 6 horses and I guess 2 llamas. Now it's time to move up to this section up here. So let me make sure that I pick everything up. I'm just going to chuck everything in here and I'll clear up some of this and get rid of this guy. What the hell? Get out of here, man. All right, let's set up camp on the path this time. Okay, look at this. This is a pretty large area. Hold on, there's a zombie coming to get me. Now, I wasn't sure what to put in here, but we've got this huge cattle farm here, which for some reason, all the cows are segregating over here. I have no idea why. Like, they've got all this space here. There's like 3 cows, and these 2 are stacked. So, I don't know what the big deal is over here. Maybe there's some special grass or something over there, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. But we got a cow farm, so I'm assuming there has to be a place to sell food. So I'm gonna have like a little market kind of thing here, and then it's gonna have like a shed potentially just out here with a big kind of warehouse or canopy kind of area with a bunch of like hay and maybe some barrels and stuff kind of spread out in this area here, just as kind of like an extension to the cow farm. I think that'll be nice, and it'll kind of just finish off this level here. So then this entire level here will be done, and then so will this level here. It took us so long to terraform this whole hillside, and I mean, just look how much grass and space there is for us to fill in. There's so many things we can do out here. I'm so excited. And we've also got that big area there too. I probably spent like almost 100 days straight just terraforming. We've even got a bunch of space at the front there. Like if we just look at this base objectively, probably be, I think about 30% of the entire thing just has nothing. So there's a lot of things we need to get done. Like, I mean, come on, this is not looking good. Look at all this space that just is got nothing at all. So yeah, at least we're starting to fix that today. We have to have it all done before day 500. I mean, come on, we can't have things half done. No way. But guys, look how good that looks. Like, obviously we can see super far because of the mods that I've got on, the distant horizons, but look at that village in the distance that we created. Even the farming village, we can't really see the peninsula we made, but we can see the lighthouse. Man, it just looks so good. I wonder if I can get a better vantage point. Maybe over here on top of one of these trees, maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. You know what? I'm even going to go down to this section down here. Let's have a look at this. Oh my days. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. This looks so bloody good. And I have like a cool plan and idea for what I want to do over there. I want this to be like a huge, massive farming area, but it's going to take a whole lot of work. I think having like a river dividing the part where the grass changes color would be nice, but we got to get all this stuff done first because look at all this area. That's just bad, man. Okay, stop procrastinating, mate. You haven't got time for that, all right? We got to get back to work. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, the very first thing I need to do is plan where these buildings are going to be going. I think a couple blocks away from this road here will be perfect, and we'll go 3 deep and 5 to the side. Not a huge building, a very, very small one, but I think it'll be nice. So it's going to be 4 blocks tall. So it's very similar to over here. We don't want it to be too different because, you know, it's technically going to be the same kind of thing. They're all working together. The plan is to have this as the place we sell meat and potentially even store some meat, right? So this is going to be the little market stall, or I guess tiny market building in front of the cow farm. And then this building should be probably about here. This will be the back of the wall. 5 blocks in between once again, just like this. And we'll make this 4 blocks tall as well. So I know there's literally just one line there. It'll make sense very soon, trust me. I'm going to quickly strip up these ones too. And there we go. That's kind of where the 2 buildings are going to be going. Now I do need a couple stone brick walls. So we'll grab up that and we'll go 3 blocks out and we'll do about the same width. We'll probably go about this far out. I don't know how many blocks, how many is that? That's 4, but it should be okay because I kind of want a shallow sloped roof, which requires an even amount of blocks. So that should be sweet right here. Now, the next thing we need to do is craft up some dark oak slabs. 60 should be plenty. That gives us a full stack. And we need some spruce fences as well. So to start off with, I'm going to go for this building. Just a very simple style. Kind of copying what we did here. And what we're going to do, we're just going to go up by 1 until we meet up in the middle. And exact same on the other side. Just like that. Okay. And then over here, I'll just create a very simple, once again, design with a little bit of an overhang. Okay, I think we're going to need some more slabs. I think we might be a little bit short, guys. Yeah, we are, but that's no problem. A slight overhang by 1. Now craft up a couple more of these buggers. I was going to head down by 1 and then it's going to go by 2. So if you see what I was talking about, instead of having them 1 block wide, they're going to be 2 blocks wide. So to give it more flatness, I guess, since it's not really a building, it's kind of just a kind of warehouse thing. That's kind of what I'm going for. Now I'll just connect this all the way across. Just do the exact same thing. I do think I'm going to need 1 through here as well. Otherwise, it's going to be very flat. And it seems like we're literally a tiny bit short. So I'll just craft up 1 more and that should be sweet. Yeah, mate, look at that. Boom. Oh, nope. Not yet. Okay, boom. Now I can easily connect these together just like that. And then find me spruce slabs. I got 33. That's definitely not going to cut it. I don't think I have any spruce logs though. I have 3 in my inventory and 3 spruce planks. So what does that give us? Okay. Not much. 69. So let's see what we can fill in. All right, we did this one. The warehouse is now kind of filled in a bit. I just got to fill this one in. Now, I know I said no more spruce slabs for the roofs, but it was necessary because it'll be weird if I put a different roof for these buildings, especially because they're kind of a part of the same thing the cow farm is. So they had to be similar, but I need to grab some more trees. So let me just harvest up some of these new ones that we got. We didn't get enough. Oh, we did. Okay, I thought we didn't get enough saplings then. That was weird. All right, that should be good. So now I'll craft up some slabs and finish off that roof just like that. Okay. Now for the next part, I've got a weird idea for what I want to do. I want to have this go up by 1, and then for the roof I want to do something a little bit different. I want to try something. I have no idea if this is going to work. It's going to go up this way, but it's also going to go up this way. I have no idea if this is going to look good, so we're going to have to find out. Do I go like this? No, I have to go like this. No, hold on. This has to be removed so it can be like that, right? How does that look? I'm in the way. Get out of the way, mate. I don't know. I think that looks a bit weird. Do I remove this top one? I think it looks a bit strange. It's very different, that is for sure, but I don't know. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. Now for the walls, of course, we're gonna be going with some oak logs and planks. Of course, I'm gonna strip the logs down just like this. I'll put in fences for this window. Then I want some kind of bench. So we're going to go like this, then fences to the roof there. I think that's pretty nice. Do I put a stair there maybe? Sure. Then I want to make up some barrels. I've just messed this up, haven't I? I used birch logs for the barrels. There we go. We got 10. Hopefully that's enough. I want to have like obviously a place to store our meat. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Then like a shelf in here with maybe some stairs and trapdoors for some other shelves as well. I think that's nice. We'll go one there too. Or should that be a slab? I think this should be a slab. There we go. Beautiful. Now for the roof, I'm going to go go with the same here. We went calcite and quartz. So I don't have quartz and I don't have calcite. Now, in order to get calcite, I have to go to this mountain here. So let's go grab some of that. We don't need much. Look how big this mountain range is. Absolutely huge. Hey, there's a llama up here. Look at that. Calcite is such a beautiful block. Okay, we got almost 3 stacks. That should be sufficient for a while. So let's head back to our base and grab some quartz from our storage room. Man, we really got to do something up here because right now this place looks tragic. Very tragic. It's horrible. We'll grab up 2 stacks. I don't think we'll need 2 stacks, but we'll get it anyway. And then we'll fly back and start chucking this stuff in there. I'll get some more fireworks too because I was running a bit low. Oh, we don't need much at all. I only needed a couple blocks. That's crazy. But I did notice I didn't fill in this part here a few hundred days ago. So I guess we'll do it now. Boom. Done. Did I fill in the back? I didn't. Oh my lord. What was I doing? Look at this rookie half building things. There we go. At least that's filled in now. Now for the back here, I do want to do something a little bit different, which I am going to need to grab spruce for again. Let me just chop down all these trees real quick. We got so many more spruce logs now that the farm's expanded. And look at it without all the trees. It looks so empty. But that's alright. The trees will grow back pretty quick and it'll be like we didn't do anything. No need for deforestation. Anyway, let's go ahead and craft up a bunch of stairs. We have 10 fences. I'm hoping that's enough. So I want to do something like this. I want to go across like that. I feel like that's nice. Maybe some trapdoors in there too to kind of circle it off a bit better. I think I like that. That's nice. It's very open, of course. Or do I maybe do dark oak fences around the sides too? Man, I'm running low on dark oak. I can't be wasting it like this, but I don't think we have a choice because we did use the dark oak over here too. So let me quickly fill this in. I don't know why that's not filled in. Here too. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. Fixing up our problems from ages ago. So I'll just do this like that. Yeah, that's nice. I really like that. Now I want to do the same thing over here, but of course expand these with stairs just so they reach. Then some kind of contraption here. Sure, that's fine. I like that. I think that's really nice, guys. There and there. I think that looks so good. I'll add in some shutters. And of course, we got to add in some azalea bushes. There we go. Very nice. I think that's kind of the buildings now done. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now that the buildings are finished, all that was left to do was decorate the area, adding in some paths, a nice garden, a bunch of trees, and other decorations. Guys, please let me know if you enjoyed the video. I tried to not cut as much stuff out that I usually would cut out, so please let me know what you think about that. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the time lapse. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, now we are done with this area. Let's have a look at it from the sky. Now, obviously, we started with this horse stable through here, and it is looking so good. Please tell me how to breed these guys so we can make some more. Or even how to find out how fast they are, and if we need to find some faster ones, let me know because I know nothing about that. But we created a wheat farm to kind of stretch between here and the newly expanded spruce tree farm, which is looking very nice. Now that it's a little bit longer, we can get a bunch more spruce logs. And I guess the thing that's really connected this whole area together is this part here. Obviously, we have a nice place to sell and store our cow meat, or sorry, our beef. And then we got a nice little storage section back here with a cute little azalea tree farm in the middle. Now that fully connects this entire level up here together, all the way up to the main road, and then all the way up to the straight line that we've got over there. It also finishes up this main section here, which kind of just ends over here abruptly. So having a horse stable at the end is the perfect way to set this up. So if you want to grab your horse, you just leave through here, then you can go any way you like. Obviously, there is still so much to do down here and finishing up this area through here, all the way down to where it meets the sea. But this is a fantastic step in the right direction. Filling this area in here is gonna really bring this place closer to being done. And we need to have this done before day 500. So there is still so much work to do, but even just walking through here, it looks so nice. I love it. It is very, very overgrown, but that is kind of the style that we've been going for this entire thing. A lot of this is pretty much the same, especially if we go down here, we start walking down through this area here. You can see we've used a very similar design language through the entire kingdom, trying to keep it as familiar as possible. We don't need it switching up unless it's kind of got a natural barrier, which you can see if we head over here. Over here, there is a bit of a switch up. So once we cross this kind of river here, this area over here is a little bit different. We still have the very naturalistic area with a lot of the leaves and farms because I love them. All right, I absolutely adore them. Okay, we might eventually create a different kind of civilization they're obviously connected through roads, but way off in the distance, which uses a completely different design language. Or even when we move over here, it's going to be very different, okay? Because obviously this is a savanna biome and the leaves look absolutely dreadful through here. So I've kind of got a couple ideas I'm working with, which are going to steer away a little bit from using the very overgrown method I've been using, but I really like how this is turning out. And we can't have it going from just being overgrown to nothing. We got to kind of gradually change it, and I love it. I think it looks so good. So obviously this is now, I guess, part of the cow farm, which completes this entire thing. Now the cow farm is fully complete and closed in, locked off on all sides. And let's go visit our horses. I didn't even know what to call these guys, so if you guys have any ideas, we need 2 horse names. So please leave a comment down below, and I guess the top 2 comments will get the horse names. So if you don't want to name the horses, just go ahead and like a comment of someone else who's given some ideas for the names for the horses that you like, so you can help choose what these guys are going to be called. Our trusty steeds, which we're going to be able to use to travel through our kingdom when we do a walkthrough eventually. I think I'm going to do like a walkthrough on day 1000. It's not big enough yet to do a walkthrough, I don't think, or a world tour, because I mean, yeah, it's not that big. It's still pretty small, but I think on day 1000 we'll have enough to kind of do a full thing and walk through everything and kind of enjoy the changes that we've made. I want to do a thing where I duplicate the world, like just copy the seed and do some screenshots of side by side of what it was before we came here and then what it's turned into, because I think that would be really cool. Why am I walking? I gotta walk all the way back now and put this guy back on more days. I really wish I knew how to check these guys' speeds. I know that's a thing, but I have no idea how to do that. I'm obviously a horse noob. I mean, look at me. I don't even know how to sit on this guy properly. My legs are way out of whack. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that like button. If you are watching right now and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Remember, you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like it or change your mind. But if you're still watching, it probably means that you enjoyed the video. So why not subscribe? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, until next time, peace out.